Hello everyone. Today we'll be going through Edexcel International GCSE Mathematics B Paper 2 4 May 2020 4MB1/02. Let us move to question number 1. Question number 1 diagram is provided which is not accurately drawn, and this is figure 1. Figure 1 shows a quadrilateral ABCD. AB is given, AC is given, AD is also given. ACD angle is provided 124 and ABC angle is 90 degree. CAB angle is provided and angle ADC is equal to Y. This angle is provided as Y. Calculate to one decimal place the value of X A part and value of Y B part. So if we consider both the triangles, basically we will be considering. First of all, we will take this triangle we can consider because we need this information for solving the other triangle. So we will take this triangle first, and this triangle we can apply basically cosine rule, and cosine rule cos of angle, this will be equal to, basically we can apply uh, trigonometry. This is right angle triangle, this is right angle. So 5 centimeter, which is adjacent over hypotenuse, and adjacent over hypotenuse is cos theta. So we will write here. So a part we will be solving. Cos x will be equal to adjacent over hypotenuse, which is AC over AB. So we can write AC over AB, which is equal to 5 over 9.3. So 5 over 9, 9.3. So x will be equal to cos inverse of 5 over 9.3, and we can calculate this. Cos inverse, shift cos of 5 over 9.3, and this is equal to 57.477 degrees. And they are saying calculate to one decimal place. So one decimal place will be what? 57.5 degrees. This will be angle. This will be the x value. Now after that one, after finding that x value, now we can find y value also. For y value we will be considering the other triangle. The other triangle we can consider this triangle, and in this triangle, we can apply sine rule. And what is sine rule? Basically we have this side and opposite angle, this one, and we have this side which is 5 centimeter, and opposite angle which we have to find, which is y. So we can write over here b part, we can solve over here. B is equal to b part is what? B part is sine rule, basically 10.8, which is this side, 10.8 divided by sine of 124. So 10.8 divided by sine of 124 degrees, this will be equal to 5 over sine of y. And from here we can find sine y. So sine y will be equal to 5 multiplied by sine of 124 degrees and divided by 10.8. Now y will be equal to sine inverse of 5 sine 124 degrees divided by 10.8, and this one we can calculate. So this will be shift sign of fraction 5 sine of 124 divided by 10.8, and this will be bracket close, and this is equal to 22.57. This is equal to 22.57, and up to one decimal place we will be rounding it to like this one. This will be the value of y. So value of y is 22.6, so we can write this one as degrees because this is angle. Now we can move to question number 2. Question number 2 is on the grid. So we can go through on the grid below by drawing suitable straight lines and using shading. Show that the region R that satisfies the inequalities 1, 2 and 3 inequalities are provided. Label the region with R, and this is 3-mark question. So first of all we will we will go through this one. Y is less than equal to 4. Y is less than equal to 4 will be what? Y value should be less than equal to 4. So we can draw that line, and y is less than equal to 4 will be this line, because this is less than equal to, so we can draw solid line, and this is the line which we have drawn. And the second inequality is like this portion, x is greater than equal to 1. So greater than equal to 1 will be over here. So x is basically in between 1 and 3. We can say that 1 and 3, in between 1 and 3. So x is equal to 1 is this line, x is equal to 1, and x is equal to 3 is this line. So we have drawn these lines, and now we need to draw the third line also. And third line is what? Third line is this one. So we will be drawing this. So if we replace, equation is what? Equation is 2x plus 3y is greater than equal to 6. If we put x is equal to, put x is equal to 0, so 3y is greater than equal to 6, so y is greater than equal to 3, 2 basically 2. So point will be 0 and 2, 0 and 2 will be this point, so we can mark over here 0 and 2. And now if we put y is equal to 0, put y is equal to 0, so 2x is greater than equal to 6, so x is greater than equal to 3. So 0 and 3 and 0, so basically 3 and 0 will be this point. Now we have to draw this line, and this will be this line. Hopefully you are understanding each and everything. Now we have drawn this line, and we have to shade the region bounded by these inequalities. So we can shade it. This will be the region which is required, and hopefully you are understanding each and everything. So these graph questions, inequality questions, transformation questions particularly are very important, because marking scheme is not giving detail for those type of questions. So for that one, I'm trying to be as explanatory as possible so that you can comprehend more. So, and one more thing, if you like the video, subscribe the channel and recommend this channel to your friends and class fellows. Basically, region R will be this portion will not be included. We can basically draw this line again. So this will be the region, and we can erase a smaller yellow portion from here and this line, and we have to highlight this portion up to this one, so we cannot go beyond this line. So this will be the region R which we need to identify. This one, this is region R. We can write here, region R. This is region R. Now next is what, um, the point P. So this is done. Then the point P with coordinates x and y lies in the region that satisfies the inequalities. So these three inequalities, y is greater than 4, and these are the inequalities. Given that x and y are the integers, write down the coordinates of the two possible values of p. We have to write down the two possible values, all the possible, not two possible, all the possible values of point P, and keep in mind x and y are integers, so we'll be taking whole numbers. So what are the whole numbers? Basically, whole numbers will be, one will be this one, and there will be this one also will be the whole number, and this point will be the whole number. So these three will be the whole number. Anywhere else you will not be getting whole number, you will be getting decimal values. So for these values, so we can write 2, and this will be having coordinates 2 and 1, and this will be having coordinates 2 and 2. So 2 and 2, and this will be having 2 and 3, and these will be our answers for what do you call this, B part. So we can write answer for B part 2 1 and 2 2, and next will be 2 3. These 3 points will be the our answer for this question. So we are done with the two questions. Question number 3 says express this thing, this algebraic expression as a single fraction in simplest form. Show clear algebraic working also. So what we will do, we can rewrite this 5x minus 6 as it is, and this division sign we can change into multiplication. So we'll have to write reciprocal of this portion because we have converted division into multiplication. So reciprocal, we will change numerator to denominator and denominator to numerator. So this will be equal to 25x squared minus 36 and minus 1 over x plus 2 as it is. Now we can rewrite this as 5x minus 6 and multiplication x plus 3, I'll put in brackets, over this one we can rewrite as 5x whole squared minus 6 squared, and we can apply formula over here, a square minus b square, and this will be equal to a plus b into a minus b, and this is the formula which we will be applying over here, and minus 1 over x plus 2 we will copy as it is. Now we can rewrite by applying this formula basically. So 5x minus 6 as it is into x plus 3 over, we will apply formula over here, so 5x plus 6 and 5x minus 6 and minus 1 over x plus 2. Now cancellation part, we can cancel this with this one, and remaining thing we can write over here, x plus 3 over 5x plus 6 and minus 1 over x plus 2, we can put in brackets over here, and now we have to simplify this one. So we can take LCM, and LCM will be taking both these terms, we will be writing as LCM, or sometimes students are comfortable by saying cross multiplication, so we'll multiply this with this and write over here x plus 3 into x plus 2, and minus 1 multiplied by this one will be 1 into 5x plus 6, and extra trick I will remove so that you will not be confused. Now we can open the brackets. Open the brackets mean we'll have to multiply these two terms. So x into x will be x squared, plus 2 into x will be 2x, plus 3 into x will be 3x, plus 3 into 2 will be 6, and minus 1 into 5 will be minus 5x, and minus 1 into 6 will be minus 6, divided by, I will write as it is, 5x plus 6 and x plus 2 is. Now this one minus 5x will cancel with these two, and plus 6 will cancel with minus 6, and the remaining terms will be what, x square over 5x plus 6 and x plus 2. These will be, this will be basically the single fraction which we are looking for, and this is done. Question number 4, diagram is provided which is not accurately drawn. Figure 2 shows triangle ABC. AB, AC and BC values are provided. Calculate the area in centimeter square to one decimal place of the triangle ABC. So 3 marks we have to calculate the area of the triangle. For area of the triangle, we need basically angle, or we need height. So angle we don't have in this case, so we can look for the height. Perpendicular height will be what, this will be the perpendicular height, and we can consider this triangle. If we consider this much triangle, this will be, this is the triangle which we are considering, and this will be, this distance will be half of 10, which is 5. So this side is 5 centimeter and this side is 9 centimeter, and we can apply Pythagoras theorem on it, and triangle AB, and we can take this point as M. So in triangle ABM, so we can write here A part in triangle AB and M. ABM, Pythagoras theorem will be what, one side basically A AB, AB square will be equal to AM square plus BM square. So we can write here AB squared is equal to AM squared plus bm squared, and these values ab we have, which is 9, so 9 squared is equal to am squared plus 5 squared. So am will be equal to 9 squared minus 5 squared root, and this value we can calculate under root of 9 squared, 9 squared minus 5 squared, and this is equal to 2 under root 14. This will be the value of am. Am is 2 under root 14. So we can write here 2 under root 14. This will be am, which is height. Now we have height, and BC length also we have, which is provided as 10. So we can find now area of the triangle ABC will be equal to area of triangle ABC will be equal to what, half into b, base into height, base is 10 and height just we have calculated 2 root of 14, and this will be equal to what, and we can find this value 0 0.5 into 10 into 2 root of 14, and this is equal to 37.4, 37.4 up to one decimal place. So 37.4 will be our final answer. This will be centimeters square. Now we can go through B part, and B part says uh, B part says the figure 3 shows two solid right prisms, each of 7 centimeter. 7 centimeter length, basically length is 7 centimeter. This is 7 centimeter, and this is also 7 centimeter. One of the prism has triangle ABC as cross section of prism. This is basically the cross section of the prism ABC. So we will be considering this area ABC, this one, and the other prism has trapezium DEFG as cross section of the prism. So cross section of the prism will be what? This will be the cross sectional area of the prism, and we can consider this one. So this, now in the trapezium DEF, DE is equal to 4.5, this DE is provided, and FG is equal to 5.8, 5.5. So FG is what? FG is this to this point, basically this distance is 5.5. So don't confuse this distance with this dotted line. This 5.5 is slanting height basically of the prism. Now they are saying the of the trapezium prism of the trapezium DEFG is equal to the, sorry, perimeter of the trapezium DEFG is equal to the perimeter of the triangle. So this is the important condition which we will be applying to find our values. And then they are saying calculate the difference in centimeter cube to one decimal place between the volumes of two prisms. So we will be calculating area of triangle. We have already calculated. This is the same triangle, 9, 9 and 10. 9, 9 and 10, same dimension. So area of this we already have, and we can find volume of this triangular prism. So we will write for B part we will be solving over here, and for B part we can write volume of triangle will be equal to cross section area or face area multiply by length, and face area we have just calculated. I'm writing 10 under root 5. See this one, this was 10 under root 14. 10 under root 14. Why I'm writing this one? I don't want to lose the digits, so I'm writing in this term, and this will be multiplied by length, which is 7, and this will be equal to what? This multiplied by 7 is equal to this one, 261.9. 261.9, this will be volume, so centimeter cube, this will be the volume. Now they are saying this is volume of the triangle, basically triangular prism, this one. Now they are saying that their perimeters are equal. So perimeter of this triangle is what? 9 plus 9 plus 10, and this will be equal to this length and this slanting length plus EF, which we don't know, and DG also we don't know. So we will equalize them, and we will write equation for that perimeter. So we will write 9 plus 9 plus 10, which is perimeter of the triangle, will be equal to perimeter of we can write here perimeter of this one is equal to perimeter of what is this trapezium, right? So we will write trapezium. So this side is equal to this side, and trapezium perimeter is 4.5 plus 5.5, and 5.5 was slanting height, and plus two sides, two A and B's, basically AB parallel sides, EF plus DG. So we can write EF plus DG, this one. Now we can find EF plus DG EF plus DG value will be equal to 9 plus 9 will be 18, 18 plus 10 will be 28, 28 minus this will be 4.5 minus 5.5, and this will be equal to 28 minus 4.5 minus 5.5, and this is equal to 18. So a plus b, this is basically a plus b value, which is equal to 18. In case of trapezium, we have formula of area of trapezium. Area of trapezium is equal to what? Area of trapezium, which is DEFG, which is this one, DEFG. So DEFG area of trapezium will be equal to 1 by 2 into A plus B into H. A plus B into H, and this will be equal to 1 by 2. A plus B value is 18, so we'll write here 18 into height is 4.5. So perpendicular height, so perpendicular height will be 4.5, and this will be equal to, we can simplify this, so this will be 0.5 into 18 into 4.5 is equal to 40.5 basically. So 40.5, this is area, so centimeter square. Now volume of this one will be what? Volume of trapezium, volume of DEFG will be equal to 40.5 multiplied by 7 length. So this will be equal to, multiply by 7 is equal to 283.5, 283.5. And difference of volume, they are asking for difference. Calculate the difference in the in centimeter cube to one decimal place between the volumes of the two prisms. So difference of volume will be equal to one is this value, and the second value we calculated is over here, so we can write 283.5, 283.5 minus 261.9, 261.9. We have taken value correctly, yes. So this will be equal to, this is already there, so minus 261.9 is equal to 21.6. So 21.6 centimeter cube, this will be the difference of volume. Hopefully you understood this. Then next we can move to question number 5, and question number 5 says Tahina travels to work by bus. Her total bus fare last week was this much. This week her total fare has increased by 8%. So calculate her total bus fare for this week. This is A part, so we have to calculate 8% increase of 12.5. So A part we can solve over here. So A part will be what? So 8% increase will be 100 plus 8 divided by 100, and this is how we are increasing percentage. In case of percentage increase, this will be plus, and in case of percentage decrease, this will be minus. So multiply by 12.50, this is the amount which we have to increase, and this is, the rest of the thing is just calculation by the calculator. So this will be 108 over 100, so we can write 108 over 100, and this will be multiplied by 12.50, and this will be equal to 13.5 pounds. So 13.5 up to one decimal place, this will be our answer. Now for B part. Tahina works in a Cossack selling hot drinks. She sells coffee, tea, and hot chocolate. Three categories: coffee, tea, and hot chocolate. So three types of hot drinks. On Monday, Tahina sold a total of 378 hot drinks. So the number of cups of coffee, tea, and hot chocolate are sold were in the ratio of 5 ratio 3 ratio 1. Calculate the difference between the number of cups of coffee and the number of cups of hot chocolate that Tahina sold on Monday. So what we can do, we can write the ratios. Coffee B part we can write, like for example over here we can B part we can solve over here. So coffee and there was coffee, tea, and hot chocolate. So hot chocolate is like this one. So 5 ratio 3 ratio 1. So this one, so this will be what? Sum of ratios. So we can write sum of ratios will be equal to 5 plus 3 plus 1, which is equal to 8 plus 1 will be 9. And now 378 cups. So 378 will be divided by 9 and we will get one portion, and this will be equal to what? 378 divided by 9 is equal to 42. So 42 is single portion. So each one will be multiplied. So ratios will be multiplied by this portion. So again, coffee, tea, and hot chocolates for 5 will be multiplied by 42 ratio 3 will be multiplied by 42 ratio 1 will be multiplied by 42, and what will be the result? So this will be 42 because multiplied by 1. So 42 multiplied by 3 will be equal to 126 over here, and 42 multiplied by 5. So 42 multiplied by 5 will be equal to 210. So this will be 210. Now we need to find the difference between this one and this one. So we'll find the difference. So this will be 210 minus, so we can write the difference will be equal to 210 minus 42, and this will be 210 minus 42 is equal to 168. So 168 will be the difference. Hopefully you understood this. Then we can go through C part. C part says on Monday 3 by 14 of the numbers of cups of coffee Tahina sold were sold without milk. So calculate the number of cups of coffee that Tahina sold without milk. So now coffee cups without milk is required. So, and this will be C part, and this will be coffee cups without milk. So without milk will be what? 3 by 4 of the coffee cup, which is 210. So we will calculate 3 by 14 of 210, and this will be equal to what? 3 over 14 multiplied by 210 is equal to 45. So this will be equal to 45 cups. This will be our answer. Now for D part, next D part, we'll go through D part, and D part says the cost of each cup of coffee that Tahina sells from Kosik is 2.80. Tahina went on holidays to the USA and to Canada. She bought a cup of coffee in USA for $3.20. Keep in mind, this is in pounds, this is in dollars, US dollars. And using an exchange rate of this one, compare the cost of each cup of coffee sold from Tahina's Kosek with the cost of the cup of coffee that Tahina bought in USA. So we will be checking the we will be basically converting the price. So 3.20 is what? 3.20 is in dollars. So we will convert this into pounds, and then uh, we can basically assess this one. 3. or what we can do, so 3.20 we can convert. 3.20 will be divided by the conversion ratio, so we can write like this one. 3.1 3.20 will be divided by 1.24, and this will be what? 3.20 and sorry 3.20 divided by 1.24, and this is equal to 2.58. So this will be pound 2.58. This is the price 2.58 which she will buy in USA, and she is selling at its COSEC at the price of 2.8580. So 2.80 minus 2.58, and this will be the difference, and we can check the difference. 2.80 minus 2.58 is equal to 0.22 pounds. Basically this is in terms of pounds, so we can write that the coffee is more expensive at COSEC. So this part is also done. Then we can go through E part. There is another part, E, in Canada. So they are discussing about Canada also. In Canada, Tahina bought a sandwich for 5.28 Canadian dollars using the exchange rate, this one, and a Canadian dollar is equal to this one. So pound to dollar and Canadian dollar to dollar, no, US dollar. So convert 5.28 Canadian dollars to pounds, give your answer to two decimal places. So we will be writing a ratio. We will be writing ratio between Canadian dollars and US dollars, and US dollars to pounds. So this is the ratio which we will be utilizing and writing. So we will write E part. E part we can write, first will be Canadian dollars, and this will be to US dollar, and US dollar to pound. So this will be the conversion. So 1 Canadian dollar is equivalent to 0.75 US dollars, and one pound is equal to 1.24 US dollars. This is the conversion which they have provided over here. These two conversions I have written in compact format, in single statement format over here, so we can understand from here. Now we have 5.28 Canadian dollars. So to convert this one, we will be multiplying this by 0.75, and we will get US dollars, and US dollars will be how many? 5.28 into 0.75, and this will be equal to 3.96. So 3.96, and this will be divided by 1.24 to convert into pounds, and this will give us pounds, which will be equal to this will be divided by 1.24, and this is equal to 3.19, 3.19, and they are saying answer should be one or two decimal place, so this will be our final answer, which we have written over here. This will be 3.19 pounds. 3.19 pounds. This will be our final answer for this part. Hopefully you understand this. We are done with this Question number 5. Now question number 6 is easier one. Simultaneous equation, two equations are provided, and you can check there is a square, and we'll have to use the second equation first. We can calculate y is equal to minus 2x, or we can write 9 minus 2x. So 9 minus 2x, this x y value will be replacing in this equation, and our equation will become x square plus y square, mean 9 minus 2x square is equal to 26. We can open square, so it will be x squared plus 9 squared will be 81, and plus 4x squared and minus uh, 2 into 9 will be 18, 18 into 2 will be 36, so 36x. So what we have done, we are applying the formula a minus b square is equal to a square plus b square minus 2ab. This is the formula which we have applied, and this will be equal to 26. Now we can simplify this, so this will be x squared plus 4x squared will be 5x squared, and minus 36x, and plus 81 and minus 26 is equal to 0. Now this we got the quadratic equation, but first we will be writing properly. So 81 81 minus 26 is equal to 55, so plus 55 is equal to 0. This will be our quadratic equation. Now we can solve this one. So mod 5 3, and coefficient of x square is 5, coefficient of x is minus 36, and constant value is 55 is equal to this one, 5 and 11 by 5. So 5 and 11 over 5, these are two values. We will change sign, and we will use first this value we can use. So I'll put gap, and I'll write x minus 5, and for the second value this denominator I will put with x. So 5x minus 11 is equal to 0, and for working we will write this x over here, and this whole in bracket 5x minus 11, and then minus 5, and this whole thing over here 5x minus 11 is equal to 0. So now we have provided working also, and we have utilized the calculator also, and it's very easy to solve. Now we can write directly x is equal to 5 and x is equal to 11 over 5, and these will be the two values we can write, and this will be 11 over 5 is basically in decimal, it will be 2.2, so we can write 2.2, so x is equal to 2.2. This will be the other value which we have done. Now these values we will be replacing in this equation, which is y is equal to 9 minus 2x. So we can write y is equal to 9 minus 2x, and this equation will be helping us to find the value of y. Y is equal to 9 minus 2 into 2 minus 2, and this will be equal to 9 minus 2 into 2.2, and this will be equal to 4.6. So y value is 4.6 for 5, so y is equal to 4.6. This will be the value, and for the second value we can rewrite like y is equal to 9 minus 2 into second value will be what? Basically we replace 2.2, so now we can replace 5 value, and this will be equal to y is equal to 9 minus 10, so this will be minus 1, so y is equal to minus 1. So this simultaneous equation basically we solved, and now we can go through question number 7. Diagram is provided which is not accurately drawn. Figure 4 shows a trapezium OACB. OA is provided, OB is given, AC is also given, P is the point on AB such that OPC is a straight line. P is the point on AB. So first of all we'll draw AB, and this will be AB, and direction will be this one. So next is find an expression for PC. Um, OPC is a straight line. OPC is a straight line. So OPC, we will draw OPC also. So to draw OPC, because okay, so we have drawn this one. Also, now this is also straight line, and this is basically the point P, and this is 10B, this is 4A and 6B. Now find an expression for PC in terms of A and B. Give your answer in simplest form. So we can go through the easier way. So what we can do, we can consider these two triangles like this one. The easier technique, if I'll explain to you, that will be lesser working and easier uh, understanding, basically. Easily you will understand. So this triangle and the other triangle is this one. So we can consider these two triangles, and we know these two triangles are similar, so we can, so what we can do, these triangles, one triangle is OBP and the other one is ACP. So we can write here triangle triangle OBP is similar to triangle ACP, and for that one we can, next thing what we can write is OP ratio OP ratio P, PC OP ratio PC. So OP ratio PC will be equal to OP ratio PC will be equal to the ratios between the other sides. So OP is one side of the triangle and PC is one side of other triangle. So their other parts, like their other sides like 6 and 10, they will be having same ratio. So we'll write 6 ratio 10, and we can take the product of interior will be equal to product of exterior. So this will be 10 into OP is equal to 6 into PC, and this will be what we can write, OP is equal to 6 over 10 PC, and this one we can cancel, 2 3s are 6 and 2 5s are 10, so this will be equal to 3 over 5 PC. So we got OP is equal to 3 by 5 PC. Now OP plus PC, OP plus PC is what? 6A, we can go through this routes, 4A plus 10B. So this equation we will write OP plus PC is equal to what? Is equal to 4A plus 10B. And OP is this value, so we can replace here 3 by 5 PC plus PC is equal to 4A plus 10B, and we can take PC as common, so inside will be 3 by 5 plus 1 is equal to 4A plus 10B, and 3 by 5 3 over 5, and plus 1 is equal to 8 by 5. So we can write 8 by 5 PC is equal to 4A plus 10B, and this will be equal to, PC will be equal to what we can write on the next page. So PC is equal to 8 by 5 will shift to other side, so it will be 5 over 8 of 4A plus 10B, and this one we can divide these, so PC is equal to 5 by 8 into 4, so 5 over 8 multiply by 4 is equal to 5 by 2, so we can write here 5 by 2a plus this will be 50 over 8, so 50 divided by 8 will be equal to 25 by 4, so 25 by 4b, and we can write PC is equal to 2.5 by 2 will be 2.5a plus this will be what, this one in decimal will be 6.25b, and this will be basically PC in terms of this one. So they're saying find an expression for PC in terms of AB, which we have done over here. PC in terms of A and B. Hopefully you understood this question properly. Next question, question number 8 says the diagram shows a kite A. A kite A, kite B is the image of kite A under reflection line with equation y is equal to -1 on the grid opposite. Draw and label the kite B. So we have to draw and label the kite B, which is after reflection, under a reflection in the line y is equal to -1. Y, this is triangle A, so, kite A, so x is equal to, basically y is equal to -1 line will be this one, so we can draw y is equal to -1 line. This will be y is equal to -1, and now we can reflect this one. For reflection we'll be checking this distance from the line, so this is 2 units, so 2 units from the same line will be over here, and then 1 2 3 further 1 2 3, so next mark will be this one, and next will be over here and here, so this will be the kite which we can draw over here. This will be reflected kite, and this one is done. It's just reflection. Hopefully you are understanding each and everything. Now this is basically reflection of this kite, and we can label it as B. Now after this one, after this reflection, what we have to do, next part is kite A is transformed to kite C by a reflection line with x is equal to 4, followed by this transformation. Kite C is the image of kite B under the rotation through 180 about the point P. So on the grid opposite, draw and label C, and then find the coordinates of P. So we are having two tasks. One task is we have to draw triangle C, which is what? Which is basically, first it is reflection in the line with x is equal to 4. So x is equal to 4 is which line? X is equal to 4 is this line. If we draw this line, this is x is equal to 4. So after reflection, it will remain at its location. It will not be going anywhere. And next transformation which we have to apply on it is basically -8 and 6, -6, -8 -6. So -8 means -8 units to this left side, and -6 means 6 units down. So first we'll move 8 units to the left. So for example, this point will be moved 8 unit left. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8, so it will be moved over here, and then not moved exactly over here, because further we have to move 6 units down also. So 1 2 3 4 5 6, so this will be basically the exact point. I'll erase the rest of the working which I have drawn for your explanation. So this is basically this point is transferred over here, and this will be, other points will be over here and over here and over here. So each and every point we have transferred, and this is the C which we have to, this kite we have to label as C. So first we will draw this kite, and after drawing it we will label it as C. Hopefully you are understanding. It's interesting, it's not boring. Basically C part, no, C, triangle C we are done with. Then yeah, they are saying on the grid opposite, draw the label C, find the coordinates of P. This is basically they're saying kite C is the image of kite B under a rotation through 180 degree. So rotation 180 degree will be what? Rotation 180 degree. So these will be, we can draw to check the rotation. We can draw this line, and we can draw this line as well, this one, and we can join even the other basically vertex, so like this one. So it is also passing through the same, this is center of rotation, and center of rotation is what? 0 and -4. So 0 and -4 are the coordinates of this P. This is center of rotation, and they are asking for this coordinate. So B2 will be what? B2 will be -2. We can provide over here. P points will be 0 and -4. This will be the P point which is required. Now we can go ahead with the C part. C part says this is M matrix, this is N matrix. Two matrices are provided. Kite A transformed to kite D under the combined transformation with matrix Mn. So on the grid opposite, draw the labeled, draw and label kite D. So this will be C part, 4 marks. Mn, two matrices are provided, and we have to transform this triangle accordingly by these two matrices basically. So we can use this one like C part. We can solve over here. Basically we have not done anything, so we can solve it over here. C part, so two matrices M and N are provided, and we can write Mn over here. M is what? M is 0, -2 and -1 and 0, and N is what? 0, 1, -1 and 0. Now we can multiply first row, first column, and this will be equal to 0 into 0 will be 0, -1 into 1 will be -1, and first row second column, 0 into -1 will be 0, and then -1 into 0 will be 0, so this will be 0. Now the second row first column will be -2 into 0 will be 0, and 0 into 1 will be 0, so this term will be 0, and next will be -2 into -1 will be +2, or we can write only 2, and 0 into 0 will be 0, so +0. And the final Mn matrix which we got is -1, 0, 0 and 2. This will be the matrix, and now we have to translate basically uh, for these coordinates we can write. So this will be 4, 1 coordinates of this point, and this point will be having coordinates 6, 3, so we can write 6, 3, and this point will be 4 and 4, 4 and 4, and this point will be 2 and 3, so we can write here 2 and 3. Now we can write these coordinates in the form of matrix over here, so we can multiply this matrix which we Mn matrix -1, 0, 0, 2, and this transformation we will apply on 4, 1, these coordinates which we just found from the kite, 6, 3 and 4, 4 and 2 and 3. And now we can multiply first row first column, This will give us the first term, and this will be what? Minus 4. So minus 4 and plus 0. So minus 4 first row, second column will be minus 6 and 0. Then third column, first row, third column will be minus 4 and 0. And first row, fourth column will be minus 2 and 0. So now second row and first column will be 0 and 2, and then 0 and 6, first row second column. Then first row third column will be 0 and 8, and first row and fourth column will be 6. So this will be basically the matrix, this will be the transformation. And they are asking on the grid opposite, draw and label the kite D. So we can draw this kite minus 4 2. So minus 4 2 will be with minus 4 and 2 will be this point, and next is minus 6 and 6. So minus 6 and 6 will be this one. Then comes minus 4 and 8. So minus 4 and 8 will be minus 4 and 8 will be this one. Basically minus 6 and 6, this point is wrong. First point was minus 4 and 2, which is correct. The next point is minus 6 and 6. So minus 6 and 6 is this point, and minus 4 and 8 is this point which we have drawn, and minus 2 and 6 is this point. So this will be the kite which we are looking for, which is D. So we can draw this one like this. So this and this one, and this will be the last side. So we can draw this. Now this is kite which we have to label basically as D. So we have to label this as D, I think. So we'll check. So we have to label this as D. Given that next part, given that area of kite D over area of kite A is equal to K, find value of K. So this is basically D part. We can find area of kite D. How we can find area of kite D? This is kite D. So we can split it into two shapes, two triangular shapes. So if I draw dotted line, this will be the dotted line, and we can consider basically the lower triangle first. There will be two triangles, so lower is this one. We can uh, calculate the area of bigger triangle, so we can write over here. So area of bigger triangle will be what? Area of big triangle will be equal to 1 by 2 into base into height. And base is what? Base is 1 2 3 4 units, and height is 1 2 3 4 units. So 1 by 2 into base into height, so this will be 8. So uh, base is basically base into height. Height is 4 units. Yes, so base is also 4 units. So this will be 4 into 4 will be 16. 16 divided by 2 will be 8, and area of small triangle will be equal to what? This will be equal to 1 by 2 into 4 into 2. So 1 by 2 into 4 into 2, this will be equal to, this will be cancelled, so 4, and this will be equal to so area of what they are saying, area of kite D, area of this one will be equal to what? So total area, we can write total area of D will be equal to 8 plus 4, which is equal to 12. So area of D is 12, whereas area of A is what? Area of A we can calculate. Area of A will be, we can split into two triangles. So upper triangle will be smaller one. So in shape A, this is in shape D, basically in shape D, this one, and in shape A, in shape A, area of bigger triangle will be equal to, bigger will be smaller, lower one, which is 1 by 2 into 4 into 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 2 into 4 into 2, so this will be cancelled and this will be 4, and area of smaller triangle will be equal to 1 by 2 into base is 4 and height is 1, 4 and 1, so this will be cancelled to 2, this will be equal to 2, so this will be total area of kite A will be equal to 4 plus 2, which is equal to 6. So ratio will be what? Area of D over area of A will be equal to what? This will be equal to 12 over 6, which is equal to 2, and this is basically K value, so K is equal to 2. This will be our answer for this part. We are basically done with all the parts. Yes, we are done with all the parts. So this was the question which we have completed. Now we can go through the question number 9. Question number 9 says 90 students from a sixth form college were each asked the following questions: do you study any of biochemistry, physics? Of those 90 students, 7 study all 3 subjects, 15, this one 20, this one 37. See, this detail is provided. The number of these students who study bio, physics and but not chemistry is 3 times the number of these students who study none of these 3 subjects. So none of, everything is basing on none of these 3 subjects, so we will suppose none of these 3 subjects is X, and we can provide X over here outside, and by the condition of the question, 3 times uh, 3 times the number of those students who study none of these. So the number of these students who study biophysics but not chemistry, biophysics but not chemistry, so in this region this will be 3x. Hopefully you are understanding. Let x be the number of these students who study none of these, so this one, and show all this information on the Venn diagram giving the number of students in each appropriate subset in terms of x where necessary. So this first information, 7 study all 3 subjects, so 7 will be over here, so we can write over here 7. Then this information is done. Then 15 study bio and chemistry, so bio and chemistry, 15 study bio and chemistry. So bio and chemistry is 7 we have already written, so remaining will be 8, so this will be the 15. This information is also translated. Then 20 study chemistry and physics. So chemistry and physics is 27 already allocated, so 13 will be 20. This information is already done. Now 37 study chemistry. So remaining will be what? 8 plus 7 plus 13. 37 minus 8 minus 7 minus 13 is equal to 9. So 9 will come over here. And then comes 14 study bio only. Bio only is 14 this region. And then 15 study physics only, so 15 will be over here. So we are basically, we have shown all everything on the Venn diagram. Then they are saying find B part, find the value of x. We know that the total number is what? Total number is 90. So value of x we can find, we'll have to add everything and equate it to 90. So we can write 14 plus 8 plus 9. So we will be writing here 14 plus 8 plus 9 and plus 7, 14 plus 8 plus 9 plus 7 plus 15 plus 13 plus 7 plus 15 plus 13 plus 3x plus x. So this is 13 and 3x plus x, and this is equal to 90. And we will add these all terms, and this will be giving us 14 plus 8 plus 9 plus 7 plus 15 plus 13 is equal to 66. So 66 plus 4x is equal to 90. So 4x is equal to 90 minus 66. So 90 minus answer is equal to 24, and x is equal to 6. So x value is 6, which we were supposed to find in part B. So this is our part B, which we are done with. Then they are saying n of B complement intersection C. So B complement will be not in B, and intersection C not in B, intersection C will be 9 and 13, this and this. So we will write here 9 plus 13, which is equal to 22. So this answer will be 22. Then comes for second one, B union C union P. So all combining everything will be 14 plus 8 plus 9 and plus x value we already found, which is 6. So we can use that x value also. And then comes to 9, basically 18, 3x will be 18, and then 9 for x, and then 7 plus 13 plus 15, and then basically we can add all these 14 8 9 18, and basically we are duplicating, so I'll rewrite so that we should not get wrong answer. So first of all it will be 14 plus, then it will be 8, then 9, then 7, then 13, then what else, it will be 15 also, and then 3 into 6, 3 into 6, and this will be equal to how much, we will calculate this, and this will be 14 plus 8 plus 9 plus 7 plus 13 plus 15 plus 3 into 6 will be 18, and this is equal to 84. So this number will be 84. This is 22, this is 84. And third part is n of B intersection C intersection P complement. So B intersection C will be common in B and C. common in B. B intersection C will be common in B and C, which is and complement with the P complement, basically intersection with P complement. So that will be only 8. So we will write here answer as 8. Hopefully you understood this. Next is one of the student is to be chosen at random given that this student studies chemistry. So among chemistry students are what? Chemistry students are only this region. So among this one we are discussing. So we'll choose among these. This total is how much? Total we can check. Total is 8 plus 9 plus 7 plus 13, and this will be equal to 8 plus 9 plus 7 plus 13 is equal to 37. So out of 37 we are checking. What we are checking, find the probability that this student also studies physics. So also studies physics is what? Is 20, basically 13 and 7. So this will be 27 plus 13. We can write here 7 plus 13 over this whole working, which is 8 plus 9 plus 7 plus 13. So we can write 8 plus 9 plus 7 plus 13, which is equal to 20 over 37. This will be answer for D part. Hopefully you understood this question. Question number 10. The function g is such that, this is the definition of the function g. State the value of x that must be excluded from any domain of g. For that one, we'll be checking this denominator. So we'll be putting denominator is equal to 0. So x minus 3 is equal to 0. This implies x should should not be equal to, basically this should not be equal to 0. So x should not be equal to 3. So 3 value we have to exclude. So we can write here 3 should be excluded. Then B part, the function h is defined for all values of h. This is h of x. Write down the range of h. The range of h will be what? Um, the if we check, this one is plus 4, and this is a square number is always positive, so we can write x square is equal to positive. So it means we are adding something to 4, so h will be always greater than equal to 4. This will be the answer for this part. Then find h of minus 9. So h of minus 9 we can write over here. H of minus 9 will be what? H of x. H of x is equal to x square plus 4. So this implies h of minus 9 will be equal to minus 9 squared plus 4, which will be equal to 81 plus 4, which is equal to not 81. H of minus 9, basically minus 9 square will be 81, so it will be 85, basically this will be 85. Then we can go ahead with this, find h of g of 5. H of g of 5, d part we can solve over here. D part is, first we need to find h of g of 5. So first of all we will find g of 5. For that one, in g of x, which is over here, so 12 over x minus 3. So this is equal to 12 over x minus 3. So 5 minus 3. This will be equal to 12 over 2, which is equal to 6. Now h of g of 5, h of g of 5 will be what? H of 6. This value we have replaced in this. So h of 6 will be equal to, for h of 6, h of function is h of x is equal to x square plus 4. So we will write here x square means 6 squared plus 4, which is equal to 36 plus 4, which is equal to 40. This will be answer for this one. Now this is D part which we are done with. We are done with C part. We are done with D part. Now E, express the inverse function G inverse in the form G inverse of X. So this is basically the function which we have to express. This will be E part. We can write y is equal to g of x is given 12 over x minus 3. So E part, we can write E part over here, and E part will be y is equal to, which is g of x basically. G of x is equal to y is equal to 12 over x minus 3, and we have to make x as subject. So we will be shifting this y to other side, so it will end x minus 3 to this side, so this will be over y. Now 3 also we can shift, so x will be equal to 12 over y plus 3, and this will be now we can swap x and y, so y is equal to 12 over x plus 3, or we can take LCM over here, so this will be 12 plus 3x, and this will be basically f g inverse of x. Basically g inverse of x will be equal to this one. So we can write in that format g inverse of x such that over here g inverse of x, g inverse such that x is like in this format we have to write g inverse of x, and this will be equal to 12 plus 3x over x, and this will be our answer. Now we can go through f part. F part is saying show that h of g of x can be written in this format. So we need to find h of g of x. So first of all we will write g of x. So f function part f will be over here. First of all, g of x we know is equal to 12 over x minus 3, and h of x is given, which is x square plus 4. Now we can find h of g of x. So h of g of x will be h of 12 over x minus 3, and this will be equal to what? This will be equal to so x square, this x will be replaced by this one, 12 over x minus 3. So this will be 12 over x minus 3 squared plus 4. This will be our h of g of x. Now further we have to just simplify this one, and 12 square will be what? 144 over 12 square over, we can write x minus 3 squared plus 4, and now we can take LCM, and if we take LCM will be x minus 3 squared, and this will be 144 plus 4 into x minus 3 squared. And now we can open the square also. 144 plus 4 into a square minus b square formula we will be applying. A square minus, not a square minus b square, a minus b whole square. This will be equal to a square plus b square minus 2ab. This will the formula which we will be applying. So it will be x minus 3 square. So it means x squared plus 3 squared will be 9 minus 2 into 3 into 6, so it will be 6x. So this will be 6x divided by x minus 3 whole squared, and we can rewrite this in this format. 144 and we will be multiplying 4 inside, so plus 4x squared plus 36 minus 4 into 6 will be 24, so 24x, and this will be divided by x minus 3 squared, and further we can write it as 4x squared and minus 24x and 36 plus 144. 144 plus 36 is equal to 180. So this will be plus 180 divided by will be x minus 3 squared. And now this is basically single fraction. We can take 4 common from numerator. So inside will be x squared minus 6x and plus 180 divided by 4 will be equal to 45, and this will be divided by x minus 3 whole squared, and this is the single fraction format which we have done with. Next part is g part, and g part they are saying solve h of g of x is equal to 5. Now whatever we got over here is h of g of x, and this is g part, and this will be 4 into x squared minus 6x. So what we can do, we can take the previous step, which is this one 4x squared. I'm taking this step, 4x squared minus 224x plus 180 divided by x minus 3 squared is equal to, as given, it is equal to 5. Now we can basically shift this x minus 3 squared to the side, so our equation will become 4x squared minus 24x plus 180 is equal to 5 into x minus 3 squared. So this one squared. Now we can expand this square, so we will write x squared minus 24x plus 180. This will be equal to 5 into if we open this square, this will be x squared plus 9 minus 6x, as we basically opened over here also. This one x squared my plus 9 minus 6x is the same thing, and we will multiply 5 inside, so it will be 4x squared minus 24x plus 180, and this will be equal to 5x squared plus 45 minus 30x, and further we can simplify this, so we can shift everything to the side, so 5x squared minus 4x squared and minus 30x minus plus 24x, so plus 45 minus 180 is equal to 0. So our quadratic equation will be what? This will be x squared and minus 6x and plus or minus, we will check, minus 180 and plus 45 is equal to 135, so minus 135 is equal to 0. Further, now this is basically the quadratic equation which we can solve it with mode 5 3, and this will be coefficient of x square is 1, coefficient of x is minus 6, and the constant value is minus 135 is equal to this one 15 and minus 9, so we can write x minus 15 and x plus 9 is equal to 0. So intermediate step we can write like this one, and this will be our intermediate step, so x is equal to 15 and x is equal to minus 9. These will be the two values which we were supposed to find for f part, which they have show clear working. Solve this one, h of g of x is equal to 5, which we have done. Now next question is question number question number 11, and question 11 says complete the table of values for this one. And table of values, the easiest method to complete the table of values is type this equation in your calculator, like 2x cubed, so alpha x this one, and cubed, so this will be cubed, and minus 3x, so alpha x, and plus 4. After typing this one, we will calculate this. First we can calculate for minus 2.5, and we should get answer minus 19.75. Let us check. So calculate for minus 2.5, and this is giving us answer as minus 19.75. Now we can calculate for minus 2. Again this calculate button, calculate for minus 2, and this is giving us minus 6. So our minus 6 will be this value. Next again we can calculate for minus 1, calculate for minus 1, and this is giving us value 5. So we can write here 5. Then calculate for 0. So calculate for 0, and this is giving us 4. So value over here is 4. Then next is calculate for 1. Calculate for 1, and this is equal to 3. So we can write here 3, and table of values is done. This is 3 marks. Part which we have done. Part B, on the grid, plot the points from your completed table and join them to form a smooth curve. So minus 2.5, and so what I will do, because we have to refer to the next page, so I will copy this one. Just it will take like 1 second. So I will take this value. So from here we can take this value and over here, and we can reduce and take it to the, basically we can take it on the next page, so we can use these values and will not be referring again and again to the page. So this is basically the table of values, and we can further reduce if we want. So this will be the table of values. Now we can plot this. First value is minus 2.5, so and minus 19.5, minus 2.5 and minus 19.5 will be over here. Minus 2.5 is this one. So what I will do, minus 2.5 is this one, and minus 19.75. 19.75 will be over here. So 19.75, so over here. Then we can go for the next, minus 2 and minus 6. Minus 2 and minus 6 will be over here. So this will be minus 2 and minus 6, and next value will be, next value is what, minus 1.5 and 1.75. So 1.75 will be over here, and next value is minus 0.5 and 5.25. So 5.25 will be over here, and then it comes 0 and 4. So 0 and 4 will be this point, and next is 0.5 and 2.5. So 2.75, basically 2.75 will be closer to this point, and next is um, 1 and 3, so 1 and 3 will be this one. Next is 1.5, 1.5 and 6.25. So 6.25 will be over here, and next value is 2 and 14. So 2 and 14 we can move over here. So 2 and 14 will be this one. Last is 2.5 and 27.75. 27.25, 27.75 will be around here. So we have now we have marked the points. After marking, we have to basically draw the smoother curve. So to draw smoother curve, we will try to draw smoother curve as smoother as possible. So we can move like this one. Basically, this one we'll have to, again we'll have to check. This will be this one, and basically -1 we need to check the value again, -1 and 5. So this point is wrong. Point, this point will be over here, and there is -1.5 and 1.75. 1.75 will be over here. Now we got the proper positioning, and we can draw over here like this one, smoother curve, and from here also like this one. So this will be the smoother curve, and we can join this as well. Redraw like this, and it should be joined with this as well, like this. So almost smoother. It's not perfect, but it's like, in case of pencil, basically you're having better control over the pencil, but hopefully this is also good. Now the next part, we can, after plotting this one, by drawing on the grid a suitable tangent to the curve, find an estimate uh, to the nearest whole number of the gradient of the curve at the point x is equal to 2. So at x is equal to 2, we have to uh, draw the gradient. X is equal to 2 will be this point, and we can plot basically x is equal to 2 over here. We can draw a gradient. I need to take the color also differently, like this one, and this will be over here. It should touch only to this point, and this will be the gradient, and we can draw a triangle, like for example over here, and we can draw a triangle over here, and we can take rise will be up to 25 and 26. So this side is 26, and this side is what? This side is from here 1 2 3 units. So 1 2 3 units. So up to this one is 1 1.1 1.2 1.25. So this is 1.25 is this side. So rise over run, we will be considering basically this triangle. We will be considering for the gradient, and we will find the gradient by rise over run, and this will be 26 over 1.5. So we can find the gradient that is 26 over 1.5, 1.25, and this is equal to what? 26 divided by 1.25, and this is equal to 20.8. So 20.8, or we can write 21. So 20.8 and approximately 21. This will be the gradient for tangent for this one. By drawing on the grid a suitable tangent to the curve, find an estimate to the nearest whole number. So for this one we found 20.8, which is approximately 21. So 21. Now the D part, use your graph to find the range of values of x in minus 2.5 to 2.5, where this is greater than 5x. So we can draw um, y is equal to y is greater than 5x, basically line. So y is greater than 5x, we can draw over here. So we'll move this. So y is equal to 5x. This is our equation. If we have equation y is equal to 5x and plus 0, so it means it's passing through the origin, and one point is this one. Second point, we can take x is equal to 1, y will be equal to 5. So if x is equal to 1, y is equal to 5 into 1, which is equal to 5. So we can take 1 and 5. This will be the point. Now we can draw the gradient, basically what do you call straight line. So this will be intersecting the curve also, and further we can extend to the lower side as well, and this will be over here. And now we can check the reference from here, and these references will be basically required. So we can check for first this reference, and the second reference we can check from here, and the third reference which we need to check is basically from here. We can check this reference as well, and the last reference which we can check is from this point, maximum level. So we can draw this reference also from here, and we will be using these values, x-axis values. So if we check, this value is what? Now after drawing this one, they the question, if you go through the question, so use your graph to find the range of values. So range of values, basically we have to give what are those values. So first value which we have marked the reference, first value will be this one, and this value is minus 2 point something 2.1. So we can write it as minus 2.1. This will be the value. And the second reference is this one, which is 0 0.5. 0 0.5 is this reference. And next reference is this point, which is basically 1.5, 1.6. So this reference point is 1.6. So I will write here 1.6 for you, and this point will be 2.5. So exactly this will be 2.5. So our value they are asking greater than, like for example this one, if we go to the question, this curve should be greater than this. So we have to check the region of the portion of the graph which is upper than this line which we have drawn, this line. So these are basically the values. What will be those values? If we mark those values, will be what? It will be starting from this region, this point to this point, basically up to this one is the portion of the graph, this green graph, which is above the line. And then from this portion to this portion is again the graph which is above the line. So we will be giving detail for these values, and those values we will be mentioning as our answer basically, and it should be in between those values which we can provide as our answer. That will be in between minus 2.1 to 0.5. So x value should be, we can write over here, so x value should be greater than minus 2.1 and less than 0.5. 0.5, this one, this will be, and the second range will be 1 point greater than 1.6 to 2.5. So 2.5. So these two will be the ranges which we have to provide for this answer. Hopefully you understood this question. Now we can move to question number 12. Question number 12 says Harvey has Harvey has two bags of counters, bag A and bag B. Bag A contains 8 red counters, 3 orange counters, and 4 yellow counters. Only bag B has this much counters basically. Harvey takes at random one counter from bag A and one counter from bag B. Complete the probability tree diagram on the opposite page. So tree diagram we have to basically complete this. So first of all, we know that there are for 3 orange for basically bag A, 3 orange, 8 red, and 4 are yellow. So total are 15. So we can complete this tree diagram. This is for bag A and this is for bag B. So red, orange, and yellow. So 3 out of 5. So this will be 3 out, not 5, 15. So this will be 3 out of 15. And the remaining is what? 8, 9, 10, 11. So remaining will be 4. So 4 out of 15 will be this one. So because there are 3 orange, 4 yellow, and 8 red. So this is done. Then for bag B, if we check, bag B is having 3 red, 2 orange, and 5 green. So 3 to 5, 3 to 5 will be 10. So 3 by 10, 2 by 10, and 5 by 10. This will be the probability for red, orange, and green. And for this one, again, that will be 3 by 10, 2 by 10, and 5 by 10. And for this also 3 by 10, 2 over 10, and the last will be 5 by 10. This will be the probability. Now, after completing this one, B part, it is saying calculate the probability that the two counters taken have different colors. So what will be the situations in which we are having different colors? So different colors we can mention over here. It will be red and orange. So red and orange, this will be one option. And for this one, we can take this multiply by this one. So we can write probability will be 8 over 15 multiplied by 2 over 10. This will be the probability. And red and green, we can take this as well, red and green, and its probability will be 8 over 15 and multiply by 5 over 10. So these two will be different. Red we have not taken because that will be same. So orange and red, now we can take orange and red, and this will be what probability will be 3 by 15 into 3 by 10. So 3 over 15 into 3 over 10, and this will be for first branch. Now we are doing the second one. So orange we will not be taking because we need the different colors. So we can take orange and green. So orange and green, the probability will be orange and green will be having probability 3 over 15 into 5 over 10. And next will be what, last one will be yellow and red will be having probability of 4 over 15 into 3 over 10. And similarly this will be yellow orange, and this will be yellow orange, probability will be 4 over 15 into 2 over 10. And the last one will be what, last one will be yellow and green, and yellow and green is 4 over 15 into 5 over 10. This will be the probability. Now after writing these probabilities, so we have to add those probabilities, basically 3 marks question. So we have to add these probabilities. So this is the second one, and third one we can add all these probabilities. So if we calculate with the help of calculator, so 8 over 15 multiply by 2 over 10, and this is equal to 8 over 75, and this will be 8, this is equal to 8 over 75. And next will be 8 over 15, 8 over 15 into 5 over 10 into 5 over 10 is equal to 4 by 15. So this is 4 over 15. And similarly this will be 9 over 150. 9 over 150. This one will be we can calculate this, basically 3 over 15. 3 over 15 into 5 divided by 10, and this is equal to 1 over 10. So we can write here 1 over 10. And next will be yellow and red, 4 over 15, and this will be multiplied by 3 over 10, and this is equal to 2 over 25. 2 over 25. Similarly we can calculate yellow and orange. For yellow orange, this will be 4 over 15, and this will be multiplied by 2 over 10, and this is equal to 4 over 75. So 4 over 75, and this last one also we can calculate 4 over 15, and this will be multiplied by 5 over 10, and this is equal to 2 over 15. 2 over 15, and we have to add all these probabilities. Basically we can add 8 over 75. I will write here 8 over 75 plus 4 over 15. 4 over 15, 4 over 15 plus next is 9 over 150. 9 over 150 plus 1 over 10 plus 2 over 25 plus 4 over 75 and plus 2 over 15, and this will give us the answer. And we can write 8 over 75, and plus 4 over 15, and next will be plus 9 over 150, and plus this will be 1 over 10, and next will be plus 2 over 25, and plus 4 over 75, and last term will be 2 over 15, and this is equal to 4 over 5. So 4 over 5 will be the probability for different color, which we have done. Basically we are done with the B part. C part, Harvey replaces the counters into the bags from which he took the counters. Chen has a bag C that contains 10 red counters and X orange counters only. Chen takes at random one counter from bag A, one counter from B, and one counter from C. The probability that all three counters that Chen takes have the same color is 1 by 15, and find the value of X. Basically, we have to find the value of X. So for C part, we can consider the probability, and same color will be what? Red, red and red, and it can be orange, orange and orange. These will be the two possibilities. And for this one we can check for red, which is having 8 over 15, and into 3 over 10, which we have taken over here, basically from this section B part, basically the previous one, uh, over here, basically 8 over 15 into 3 over 10, because it's having one more. If we go through the question, it is saying that Harvey replaces the counters into the bags from which he took this one. um, Chen has a bag C, that contains 10 red counters and X orange counters only. So Chen takes random one counter from A, one counter from B, and one counter. So if one counter from A, red, there are 8 red in A, so we'll take 8 by 10, and in B there are 3 red, so it will be 3 by 10. That's why we have taken this 8 by 10 and 3 by 10. And the third bag C is having 10 counters of red, so it will be 10, and total is X plus 10. This will be the probability, and we will circle this one, and we will add this in orange, 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 and in bag A, orange are 3 orange out of 15, so its probability will be 3 out of 15. And in B bag, these are how many? These are 2, so its probability will be 2 out of 2 out of 10, basically. Total in B are 10, and C is X orange, so X over X plus 10, and we know this is equal to 1 by 5, which is given over here. And now we can simplify this. So this will be what? This will be 24 over 150 into 10 over X plus 10, and plus this will be what? Plus this will be 6 over 150 into X over X plus 10, and this is equal to 1 over 5. And similarly, now what we can do, we can further simplify this, and we can find the value of X also. So this will be 240 over 150 into X plus 10, and plus this will be 6x over 150 into x plus 10, and this is equal to 1 over 5. So we can basically take LCM. This side will be 150 into x plus 10, and this will be 240 plus 6x, and this is equal to 1 by 5. Now we can cross multiply, and cross multiplication will result to 5 into 240, and this is not 5, this is basically 15. So this one I will rectify, this is 15 and this will be 15. So 15 into 240 plus 6x is equal to 150 into x plus 10, and further we can simplify. This will be 240 into 15 is equal to 3600, 3600, and plus this will be 15 multiplied by 6 is equal to 90. So 90x, and this will be equal to 150x plus 1500, and we can shift everything to the side. So 150x minus 90x is equal to 3600 and minus 1500, and further we can basically solve over here in red color. Next step I can solve over here. So only one step, two step is remaining. So 150 minus 90 will be equal to 60. So we can write 60x is equal to 3600 minus 1500 is equal to 2100. So x will be equal to 2100 divided by 60. So this one divided by 60 is equal to 35. So x is equal to 35. This will be our final answer for this question. This is C part. We are done with C part also basically. So this was question number 12, which was the last question of this paper. Hopefully you understood each and everything, and don't forget to subscribe the channel so that you will be getting videos, similar type of videos in future. Also press bell icon if you like the video, and also recommend this channel to your friends and class fellows. Introduce this channel to your respected teachers. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. Bye.